Now, recently, Ben Carson dropped out of the race and decided to endorse Donald Trump in what has become the world's worst endorsement. This is phenomenal. So now he endorsed him, no question about it. He didn't equivocate. But he's going to go on Steve Malzberg's program, and he's going to say a number of questionable things that makes you wonder if he really did want to endorse him. But before he gets to that, just a fun little Ben Carson comment here as usual. When asked about the protesters being assaulted by Trump supporters at the rallies, Ben Carson said, "You have to place the blame where the blame is due, and the blame is due to the agitators." Ooh, classic Ben Carson. Those northern agitators coming up here and riling folks up. You don't need that, right? No, let's just be docile. Everything's going to be okay. All right, now on to the endorsement. He said, "The way I look at it, even if Donald Trump turns out to be such a great president, which I don't think is the case, I think he's going to surround himself with really good people. But even if he didn't, we're only looking at 4 years as opposed to the multiple generations or perhaps the loss of the American dream forever." What? So your endorsement is, well, I mean, it's true, he could suck. But if he sucked, he'd only suck for 4 years. I'm not sure you can get a worse endorsement than that. Wait, hold, it turns out you can. So now, Dr. Carson, didn't he viciously attack you while you were in the race with the low energy and the and all that stuff, right? He says, well, that's the politics of personal destruction. That's nothing new. No, but wait, you're saying the guy you endorsed does the politics of personal destruction. That's not really an endorsement. Wait, it gets worse. He says, now, did you really want to endorse him or the other candidates? Quote, "I had to look at what is practical. I didn't see a path for Kasich, who I like, or for Rubio, who I like. As far as Cruz is concerned, I don't think he's going to be able to draw independents and Democrats unless he has some kind of miraculous change. Is there another scenario that I would have preferred? Yes, but that scenario isn't available." Oh my God, you just said you'd rather endorse Kasich or Rubio, but you think Trump's going to win, so you're like, nah, I'm going to play it to my own political advantage. You know what I'm saying? If I thought Kasich or Rubio could win, I like those guys a lot better. You should probably vote for them. But anyway, meanwhile, Donald, what can I get? Now, that was as clear as it can be. But just to make it clear, Steve Malzberg asked him, when he talked about the scenarios that weren't available, he said, with one of the other candidates, you mean? Ben Carson says, yeah. What a knucklehead. You're not supposed to admit that if you're endorsing the other guy. Yeah, would I have liked to endorse other candidates? Well, that scenario would have been wonderful. But I wouldn't have gotten paid off that scenario. If you think that's unclear, hold. Now, here's this exchange. Ben Carson, "I do believe, and certainly in my discussions with Donald Trump, he does love America and he does want to be successful, and he will surround himself with very good people." Malzberg, "And will one of them be Dr. Ben Carson?" Carson, "I will be doing things as well. Yeah. In the administration? Certainly in an advisory capacity. That's been determined? When you sat down with him, that was discussed?" Carson, "Yes." Oh, you knucklehead. You're not supposed to say that. That's a quid pro quo. Hey, you endorse me, I give you a spot in my administration. Nobody admits that. You're not supposed to admit it. But this guy doesn't know any better. He's like, I would have liked Kasich or Rubio, but they weren't going to win and give me something. And I got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? You know, those agitators, you don't know anything. I got to go to the White House. It's really comfortable there. So, yeah, did I talk to him and prearrange that he's going to give me something for my endorsement? Yes. One sad, sad man.